Most guys think a Korean mid-part is attractive because of the haircut. It isn't. That's why thousands of men walk into a barbershop with the exact same reference photo, get the exact same hairstyle, and still walk out looking worse. Meanwhile, someone else gets the same cut and suddenly looks like a completely different person. Same haircut. Completely different result. So what's actually happening? Why does a Korean mid-part make some men look effortlessly attractive while making others look painfully average? In this video, I'll break down the real reason Korean mid-parts work so well on some faces, and why copying the hairstyle is usually the biggest mistake you can make. The first reason is simple. Most men don't understand what the hairstyle is actually doing. A Korean mid-part isn't attractive because it's Korean. It's attractive because it changes where people look. Think about it. When someone sees your face, they don't analyze every feature individually. They take in the whole picture. And a mid-part acts like a frame. It guides attention toward the center of your face, usually your eyes. This is why some men instantly benefit from the hairstyle. The haircut is directing attention toward their strongest features. But for other men, the opposite happens. The hairstyle highlights weaknesses instead. And that's where the disappointment begins. Now here's the second mistake. Most guys think they're copying a haircut. They're not. They're copying an entire person. When you save a photo of a Korean actor or model, you're not just looking at the hair. You're looking at the skin, the facial structure, the grooming, the styling, the lighting, the confidence. And then your brain gives all the credit to the hairstyle. The hairstyle becomes the hero, when in reality, it's only one piece of the puzzle. But there's another reason Korean mid-parts seem more attractive, and it's probably not what you think. When most men get a haircut, their goal is simple. Look good from the front. That's it. But Korean hairstyles are often designed differently. They create shape from multiple angles. The front, the side profile, even the three-quarter angle. This is important because people rarely see you perfectly from the front. They're looking at you while you're walking, talking, turning your head, sitting across from them. And a hairstyle that looks great from one angle but terrible from every other angle isn't actually a great hairstyle. This is one reason Korean hairstyles became so popular. They often create a more balanced silhouette from multiple perspectives. And that balance can dramatically improve how attractive someone appears. That's why copying the hair alone often feels underwhelming. You're copying one variable while ignoring the rest. But the biggest reason Korean mid-parts fail on some men is something almost nobody talks about. Hair quality. Look at almost every viral Korean hairstyle photo. Notice anything? The hair is thick. The hair has volume. The hair has texture. The hairstyle isn't lying flat against the head. It's creating shape. Without that shape, the hairstyle loses most of its effect. And suddenly, the hairstyle that looked amazing online starts looking awkward in real life. Not because the haircut is bad, because the foundation isn't the same. This is why two people can get the exact same haircut and end up with completely different results. One person is working with the hairstyle, the other person is fighting against their natural hair. And then we arrive at the biggest lesson. The most attractive men don't copy hairstyles. They copy principles. They ask, why does this hairstyle work? What feature is it emphasizing? What problem is it solving? Once you understand that, everything changes, because the goal was never to get a Korean mid-part. The goal was to become more attractive. The hairstyle is just one possible tool to get there, and sometimes it's the right tool, sometimes it isn't. So if you've ever copied a Korean hairstyle and felt disappointed, don't ask, how do I make my hair look like his? Ask, what is his hairstyle doing for his face that mine isn't doing for mine? Because that's the question most men never think to ask. And it's also the reason most men never get the result they're looking for.